Hello, and welcome to Turkish Films Chess channel. Today, Daily Chess Analysis episode 25. I'm actually doing the analysis from the game that I played yesterday. I didn't play very well. 5 blunders. Okay, we're just going to go into the game. It was a Benko Gambit. So we went d4, knight f6, c4, c5. This is the Benoni, and he played the Benko. And I hadn't looked at the Benko in a while, but I knew that I don't play the fully accepted variation. So when he plays a6, I was like, what's the move that I play here? Because I know I don't take this. I don't play b captures a6, because after bishop captures a6, the bishop is kind of oppressive for my development, and I wasn't really happy about that. So I thought I was just supposed to develop, but I thought that if I develop my knight, then he takes this pawn, and I didn't remember letting him have these pawns. Yeah, so I couldn't quite remember what was wrong or how I played this. But I moved the other knight out, which just transposes to the fully accepted variation, like this. And so this wouldn't even be different if I just had taken, he had taken, and then I had gone here. It's the same position. You can see that in this position it would be black to move. Where in the game, the continuation went c captures b5, a6, knight c3, a captures b5, knight captures b5, bishop a6, and my knight went back. So it's the exact same position. Initially, I thought I had lost the tempo. It does take longer, but it's the same position. Okay, he played d6, and so I'm already a little bit annoyed. But I can understand that, okay, I'm not going to develop my bishop on this diagonal, so I'm going to go on the long diagonal and fianchetto. So I just instantly got on that. The book move, bishop g2, bishop g7. I'm just playing my natural developing moves, trying to castle. And then I played rook e1 because I want to get my rook off this off the diagonal with the bishop. And then I played queen c2. I thought I'm preparing e4, knight g to e5. And since I have more space than my opponent, it's not a good idea to trade here. I should move my knight to a better position. And if he wants to move this pawn, then this pawn's going to be weak. But I played e4, and he's supposed to trade. He played knight d3 instead. I moved my rook again, and he defended his knight. That's a knight that's really up in my business, and I didn't think that it was actually going to be that good of a knight. I thought I can just trade it off whenever I want. But first I said, hey, let me actually attack this guy's support, right? If I can attack this guy's support, then I could trade my rook for 2 minor pieces. That'd be pretty good. That's why I played b3, which gives him an immediate advantage because this knight is now undefended, or it's not defended by a pawn. It's only defended by my queen. So if he had played queen a5, this guy needs to be defended again, and it gets really hairy. He played queen b6, which I didn't really understand. But I thought, hey, your queens now can be attacked. I should just continue with my plan. Queen bishop e3 and now queen b4, attacking this guy twice. And I didn't want to do this. Yeah, it's all bad. It's all bad. Bishop c4 was a mistake. All the moves are like I'm just losing. He took, and I just decided to give up the exchange so that I can calm down any danger that's happening because he's piling up on this guy quite a bit. So here I played bishop captures, or he played bishop captures c3, bishop c3, and queen d3. So a lot of the pressure that was on me is kind of gone now, which is nice, but I'm still just losing. I'm just down a pawn for nothing. Like he just was able to take the pawn. Remember how he gambited 2 pawns? And in this structure, you can see that that's a super nice passed pawn. The computer doesn't even care. It's just too bad for me. Knight d4 is a strong centralizing move, trying to get into the c6 square, which not only threatens a fork, but also defends the a7 square, so my pawn has a place to land. Knight e5. I played f4. This knight was stopping me from going there, so I kick him out. Okay, knight goes to g4. And I put my knight on that square that I wanted to. Very good. Rook after e8, stopping the fork. a4. I have an outside passed pawn. I should start pushing that guy. He played f5. And at first I got a little bit nervous because he's going to start undermining this pawn. But I saw that my bishop's defending, so everything's fine. Takes. Knight e3. And so in this position, I actually have the advantage by quite a bit. I went from totally losing to winning, but didn't understand that. I thought that e6, and I'm just very sad because he's going to take this, and my knight's undefended. And going here, he's actually attacking my bishop. So if he takes my bishop and then plays e6, I don't see the defense. So I thought I'm just bad after he gets to play e6, which explains my move of myself playing e6 to stop him from playing e6, so that if he takes here, then I take back. This guy's still defended. This just falls victim to a very simple tactic of a fork, and he picks up the pawn, and everything's hanging, and this is just very lost. So better was to do in this position was to play bishop to d4, which is kind of interesting. What does that do, right? Oh wait, let's go back. Don't play e6. Don't play e6. To instead play bishop d4. And when I first saw this, I was super confused. Like, what does that have to do with the fork? What does that have to do with everything? The point is that now I can do this check, and it's actually a double attack on this rook. I'm actually opening up this diagonal as well as putting pressure on the knight. So if the knight takes here, if knight takes g2, then knight captures e7 is check, and I can pick up this rook. And after king f8, I assume knight takes. Yeah, knight takes c8. So now we're up the exchange, which is nice, but that knight is also pretty poorly placed on g2, so he's got to move it. And when he does, this pawn looks really fast to me. Also, rook captures. Wait, oh, the knight's trapped. That's funny. After he captures, the knight's just trapped, so we can just take it. I kind of like playing bishop c5 first. I think I'd play bishop c5 first. You'd get king g7. And then we'll take this. And he shouldn't take here. Whoa, it says he... Oh, I see. That trades. Because when I take this rook, the knight's then fine. But I'd still like that my bishop's going to come forward or something. It's pretty cool. I like this position a lot. I mean, I got 2 central passed pawns. That's pretty good. Look at this. It's attacked. Computer says, I don't care. I have 2 central passed pawns. You lose. And it's true. Instead, I played e6, which just blunders away all the advantage immediately. Excuse me. The rest of the game isn't very interesting. He just destroyed. I said, I have a passed pawn. Okay, I traded. Probably not the best. I tried to keep my passed pawn alive. I just ran out of time in this position and lost. But you can see it's mate in 3 after he queens. Yeah, so that's the game. Lessons to be learned this game. With the opening, I have to just be more precise. Like, I have to know what I'm doing more. I looked at this a long time ago, but didn't remember that I'm supposed to play b6 there instead of knight c3. Also, b3 was bad. I mean, my first mistake was playing e4. I should see that I have more space, so don't trade pieces. My instinct should be to not trade pieces and not let trades happen, and I should need to have a reason to let the trades happen. All right? And then here, my plan is to do this, right? And then win the 2 pieces. So there's no reason to play b3 here. I can just develop my bishop right now, and then my other rook can come in. I should focus on development. And this knight, if it's bad, is going to fall. I don't need to force the matter now, especially when it involves making weaknesses in my structure. So I need to be more resistant to making weaknesses in my structure. And then the final mistake was e6, which just didn't see the tactic of the fork and winning the d-pawn in the end. Okay, guys, that was the fully accepted Benko Gambit from yesterday. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you stay Turkish. Goodbye.